What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope you guys had a great Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Welcome back to Chilling with the Crockett's. I am Justin.
And I am Melissa.
And today we are doing a Pop the Balloon Catchup with Jason and Candi. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more from the channel. So let's just get into it. And I'm gonna kind of skip ahead to the part where they talk about if they want to date or not. But let's just get into it. Let's find out. See, I can remember who the heck Jason and Candi are, because I can't remember what episode they were on. All right, y'all ready? You ready, Mel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna be up here. Let's be up here. All right, here we go. Ooh, Jason and Candi. Jason and Candi.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Jason and Candi. Welcome guys. How are we feeling?
Doing all right. Thank you.
All right. Good to have you guys back. We had you on episode 30,
30.
of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Okay. Awesome. So Candi?
Yes.
Is it a yes for you for him?
It is, yes.
We got a match.
See her vibe a little off to him right there. You know, she wasn't unsure. She kept asking him questions.
Yes.
I remember she kept asking him questions, and yeah, it's like, girl, if you don't want to match him, don't match him. She just kept asking him real questions and stuff like that. She ain't like the mailman on that episode guy right there, Alejandro. I think that was, I can't remember his name, but he was a mailman. She was talking about him. It was a whole lot.
All right, I will take this mic, and you guys can go on up. All right, so, the comments were, going crazy, talking about you guys. They were like, man, this was the longest segment of Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
It was, because she kept asking questions.
There, wasn't she?
Candi came with the questions that were going to be, no short answers. She said, I want to hear everything. So, Candi, how did you prepare for this? How did you come up with these questions? Walk us through it.
So honestly, I was just intentional about my time on the show. I know what it is I'm looking for, what I'm seeking in a man, and so I wanted to definitely use that time wisely, especially with that being my second time on the show. So yeah, I had my questions prepared. And yeah, I knew what I was looking for.
Okay. And then, it didn't help that Jason also
saying okay.
doesn't have short responses for anything.
No, homeboy kept on talking.
All right, don't be jumping in with the rest of the comments, okay? I read them. I know. You can get yes or no today.
He a lawyer, so that makes sense. All right, we're going to kind of skip ahead, guys. I'm sorry. I just don't. They're going to ramble. Nobody cares. We want to get to the good part. Here we go. We want to know if y'all go on a date or not. I can't even talk. Want to know if y'all went on a dang on date.
Let's go ahead and dive right into the juicy
Arlette.
topic at hand that everyone is here just dying and waiting to know. Since you guys ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Have y'all?
See.
Candi, you want to take it?
Not her laughing, though.
We have. I got a few times.
Oh, okay. All right. Walk me through the first date. When was it? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I was trying to make the first date right after the episode ended, and I knew Candi had a flight back to Charlotte, and I was doing everything in my power to get that flight moved. So let me tell you,
Candi, why would you book your flight right after the show?
Thank you.
I had something to do. It was already planned. It wasn't.
She had something to do.
On me.
I'm trying to figure out, what does she have to do? Look, right after the show, I can't say. I don't know. But if you know you're going to possibly match and you're going to book a flight right back home to Charlotte, like, okay, I get it. Maybe it was something important. But if it wasn't nothing important, I ain't booking that flight back, especially if I match. I'm moving that flight because I want to get to know my match. I mean, especially,
Right.
Well, it's whatever. Let's see.
Okay. So obviously it didn't happen right after the show. So when was the first date?
Yeah, when was it?
So I actually have some cases in North Carolina, and
Okay.
those are actually my next cases that are coming up for trial.
Okay.
And so I actually had already on my schedule to go to Asheville and Hendersonville for
Okay.
some depositions that
I'll
I was
be out
taking
there.
the next week. So I told Candy about this, and I said, you know what? I'm going through North Carolina. Why don't we meet up in Charlotte and take you out and,
Oh, I
and do
don't
a
think
date?
she
So we
lives
did
in
it the
Charlotte.
week
They met
following
up in
the show.
Charlotte.
No, she said she was taking a flight back to Charlotte. So what he's saying when he said that they met up in Charlotte, like he went to Charlotte.
Okay.
Okay. So they met up there where she was at, basically.
Okay.
That's from my understanding. Yeah.
Okay.
So if they met up, might saw them out there somewhere. We live in North Carolina, close to Charlotte, so might have saw them out there. I'll be up in there. I'll be in all over the place.
For real though.
All right.
Okay.
And in that interim, we were talking every day. We were communication was great. In constant communication throughout the day. So ended up going in Charlotte. We went to a museum and
I should do her
then
nose.
out to dinner.
Okay.
said-
Nice. How was that first date for you, Candy?
I feel it went well. One of the questions that Jason asked me on the show is if I was high maintenance, and
Probably.
hopefully the first date showed that I wasn't. Like he mentioned, we went to a museum, got some food, got a drink. Super simple. But we talked for a very long time and got to know each other a little bit better. So I would say it went well.
Okay.
Okay. So now after that,
What
how was
happened?
everything? How long were you in North Carolina? Did you guys hang out again while you were out there? Did you have to fly back? Like, what was the next steps after that?
I was there for a couple days. We only hung out
Why she drinking?
that day, and then I was actually supposed to be back 2 weeks following that. So I think we had tentative plans to see each other again when I was coming back.
Okay.
And then again,
So far, so good.
We were talking every single day throughout the day until the next time that we could see each other. I ended up I think one of the cases settled, and so I didn't have to go to North Carolina. And because we had sort of established a nice rapport at this time, I said, well, why don't I fly you out here, put you up in a hotel, and
All right.
we'll hang out for a weekend and have a good time. And that's exactly what we did.
Okay.
Okay. And where are you again right now? You're in Virginia?
Virginia, yeah.
Virginia. Okay, okay. So, Candy, he flew you out to Virginia?
Okay. So y'all, okay. Flew her out to Virginia. Virginia is it's only a couple hours if you driving, okay? North Carolina, Virginia are literally like right here. Right, they're super close. Super close. Flying her out to Virginia. I guess it depends on what part of Virginia he's in. I don't know what part of Virginia he's in. So it could have been like he's in Richmond. So if he's in Richmond, Virginia, then that's like a 6-hour drive or so. But that's still not a lot of hours. But maybe she didn't want to drive.
Maybe it was like a 30-minute flight or something.
Maybe. But like I said, maybe she didn't want to drive.
Okay.
But yeah, she's not high maintenance. All right, moving on.
He did.
Okay. How was that? Tell me about it.
It was interesting.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Interesting good, interesting bad. What does that mean?
right. What that mean?
I feel like we got to know a little bit more about one another.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I do feel like we had a good time.
All right. So how long were you out there?
For the weekend.
Okay.
The weekend. Okay. So no, quick little weekend trip.
I'm getting some
Okay.
vibes from this.
All right, Jason. What'd you guys plan?
Like, what happened? Like, it's
How
vibes.
did it go out there?
I thought we had an excellent time, and I was hoping I was trying to bring my A game for
Okay.
that weekend. So I'm not gonna. So I planned. We went to dinners, lunches, museums. went out to some lounges, and then to a show.
So you're
drinking that water
you
like
planned
that?
everything pretty much.
Leave
I'm
her
generally
alone.
not a planner. I try to play. I try to play.
Dusty.
I try to do a little
She barely was talking.
things a little spontaneously, but I knew because I was bringing her out and stuff, and I knew she appreciated planning at
More
least
like she's sipping the tea. But why she sipping the tea?
for
Maybe
this.
her
I
throat
wanted
dry.
to turn off her brain and just have a good time. And I thought we had a very good time. Candy is just a pleasure to be with, and a pleasure to be around. She was great company, and I thought we did get to know each other pretty well during that trip.
Good. Okay. So now after that trip, where are you guys now?
Yeah.
Today, are we still getting to know each other? Are we still
What's
taking
going
trips
on?
to see one another? How's that going?
Well,
What's so funny?
no,
Uh-oh.
No. Ooh. Ooh. Homegirl laughing too much for me though. Is that nervous laughter? Or is that? She just, anyway, but no, dang, you have a good trip and then it's just a no. That's crazy work. Crazy work. He flew you out to Virginia from Charlotte. That's crazy work. Well, whose fault is it? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Why? The trip sounded like it went well.
I thought it did, but I got in my head a little bit, I think, and
Okay.
Okay. All right.
the next
Kinda
day
shaking her head,
I probably
yes.
should have gave it a day or
Right.
two to think and reflect on it more, because I don't know if I was being totally fair to Candy and in her favor. And given that I'm blocked now, I couldn't. Exactly.
Dang, she blocked you? Hold on now. She blocked him, but why? I'm gonna let them continue. I'm gonna hear both sides, and then we're gonna come to this conclusion of whose fault is it?
Communicate that to her. But I thought
But he blocked. Damn.
my expectation was we were talking every day. There's a palpable tension that sort of builds when you're building a rapport with somebody.
Okay.
And I thought that was going to manifest itself in something where I could really feel some desire and affection for the things that I was doing. And I thought that I would be able to see that. I thought there would be a lot more connectedness. And what I felt during the trip was that I thought
He wanted to feel her, but she didn't want to feel him. Okay.
No.
That's was that what it was?
No.
Yeah. He didn't feel that connection. Okay.
she was trying to create some distance between us. And I'm not accustomed to that, especially when
At the distance when he flew you out.
I thought I was acting pretty intentionally, and I thought I was investing in this, and so I thought that she might not be into me, the man. I thought she might be into the value.
Look at her face.
I was concerned about that. In the back of my head was the record playing of, the mailman and the security guy. What they did, and is this about my profession or is this about me? And
on the show, she did kind of make it seem like about profession. Let's be honest, because she was kind of I wouldn't say picking on the mailman, but she didn't want him because he was a mailman. When they actually make pretty good money. They make pretty good money. All right. But then she chose him. Thanks. He a lawyer, so hence why she chose him.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
kind of guarded against that, and so
We have a cash register sound in there somewhere. It's not loaded up though, so oh well.
on the phone with her and said, I wanted to bring parity back to the situation, and I said, why don't we start from a place of friendship?
Mm-hmm.
and
Good idea.
Try to build off that, because I want you to be with somebody that you don't just like the value, you like the person himself. I want you to be head over heels for whoever you're talking to, and I know Candy's got some DMs now, because I said she is this unbelievable combination of pretty. Sexy and cute all at the same time. I don't know how she pulls that off, but she really does. So,
she like that.
she knows it. So, but I thought it might be better. Maybe I'm moving ahead too full steam, and maybe I should take a step back, manage my expectations, and start from a place of friendship.
Take it
and then
down
go
a
forward
notch,
from
boy.
there.
Maybe.
Okay. So the trip was great. but you felt like she wasn't all into you as a person?
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't feel like I'm very big on needing to feel desired. I didn't really feel that.
brother.
I mean, I get around Candi and I'm like, man, I want to be as close to you as possible. At
He
all
said,
times
I
as
want
possible.
you. I want you. But you don't want me. You want my money.
I want you back.
No. She didn't
Has
want
that
him.
energy that sort of brings you in, and I got lulled into that. Now you see the face, you know. I got lulled into that, and so
And we see that picture behind her.
And I was hoping that would be reciprocated
Along
to
with
some
God.
degree. I've certainly in my past I've had things move pretty quickly. If anybody's done online dating knows, you're talking for like a week, and then by the time you meet, it's like, wow, this is you feel sparks.
Like
and I
you
really
feel like you already know each other.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I wanted to feel sparks, and I know I felt the sparks, but I didn't know that she was feeling the sparks. So I said, okay, let me cool down here a bit. Why don't we start from a place of friendship and go from there?
Okay.
Okay.
I
Candi,
get
let's
it,
hear
brother.
from you.
Before Candi goes, I get it, brother. I got you. You want to be desired. You want her to give back what you given. I got you. I know what you're saying. I feels you. He made perfectly good sense. All right, it makes sense. And so he said, we're going to start from friendship, which is a very, very smart move. Great move. Let's hear Candi's side of this whole shabacle. Of this whole thing.
Well, first, I think the planning was amazing.
It sure was.
The things that he planned for us to do were definitely spot on with the things that I enjoy and my interests.
All that for you.
So I definitely appreciate that. But like you said, I do feel, you know, things were probably moving at our paces were different. For me,
But why?
I've been in a long-term relationship.
Okay.
I've been hurt before. I am very conscious and aware of things that are important. And for me, if I want to be serious with somebody, I don't move at a pace that's fast. I do believe friendship should come first.
Okay.
Friendship is the foundation. So for me, it was, let's build a friendship. Let's get to know one another. And then let's see where we can go from there. So I do feel like we probably were different as far as Jason kind of jumping in. I don't feel like I jumped in with him.
Clearly not.
When it comes to that. But
Clearly
that
not.
didn't mean that I maybe wouldn't have gotten there eventually. So I do feel like
But why'd you block him?
us establishing let's be friends first was the right direction to go in.
It was, but why'd you block him?
Okay. But is he, like he stated, he feel like you were more so interested in what he can bring than him himself? Is there truth
Get
to
her,
that?
Arlette.
Not
Get
at
her.
all. Not at all. First, I didn't ask to come and be flown out. That was something that was offered to me. I did offer to drive, but ultimately, that was something that was offered to me. So,
But you still picked it. Okay.
it was never,
I'm mad
and
at
it's
her.
never been in any of my situations about what somebody can give to me. Again, the question was asked, am I high maintenance,
Yeah.
materialistic, however you want to phrase it?
Maybe a little.
And I said no, and I meant that. So in getting to know somebody, there are certain expectations that I don't have, but I do appreciate the things that Jason did as far as dinner and us going out and things like that. It's most appreciated. But it's not something that I necessarily expected. So I feel like to get to know somebody for who they are, not for what I feel like I can get out of the situation as far as materialistic, financially, money, that type of thing. That's not
who you
who
are?
I am. So.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I know you said, when you're getting to know someone,
Arlette.
building a friendship is like the main thing first. So before you went out there on this trip, was that something that was discussed between the two of you? Like, hey, this is just simply us being friends. We're not going to try to even do this with a romantic route. Like, was that a discussion, or was that something you thought he just knew?
That's a great question.
Ain't it though?
As much as we spoke, I don't know that we established that verbatim.
Okay.
For me, it was understood. That's how I felt.
I mean, you came on a dating show to date people. To date. Okay? I get, yeah. Get to know each other, be friends. Yeah. But you coming on a dating show to date, you had a match to date them and get to know them. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you still hung over on somebody else, or, you're in a long distance relationship like Candy, not a long distance relationship like Candy, but she was in a long relationship for a long time. She was getting out of it. I don't know. She should have came on the show, but I guess she's getting out there. Okay, but yeah, they should have communicated the friendship thing at first. But I mean, move at your own pace.
And that's not to say that we couldn't have risen to other levels, but initially, that's how I would be with anybody. So maybe, we maybe should have had a conversation more so about that at the beginning. And maybe Jason wouldn't feel the way that he felt, but yeah, we are where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you guys were having like these conversations, talking to each other, prior to you coming out there, even when you guys went on your first date, all that stuff, was it like on a friendly vibe, or were you guys flirting? Like, how was it?
What was it?
To where now you guys are both like, oh, we're on two different paths. We didn't know.
And why
like,
did you
we weren't
block
seeing eye to eye
him?
on where this was going.
Arlette, ask her why she blocked him. I'm waiting for that question.
Oh, I'm flirting.
Okay.
Props to you, brother. We know you flirting, but is she?
Okay, you're flirting, but she giving it back, or it was always just you?
Or she just asking questions like she like she interviewing you or interrogating you? Like, which one is it?
Candy's so sweet that maybe sometimes it's hard to distinguish between what she's giving off as friendship vibes and what is coming off as flirty vibes. But and I think our own brains want to interpret it the way we want to perceive it, and the way we hope that it's being perceived. So, I think actually I'm being a little facetious. I think it was a healthy combination of both. It's exactly the type of communication I think you want when you're really getting to know somebody. It's this combination of we're getting to know each other, we're learning about each other, there's flirtation there. And so that was my perception of our communication.
Okay.
So what led to you being blocked?
Thank you.
You mentioned
I
you're
did not
blocked
block
now.
you.
Girl, I can show you my text message right now because I
Don't
texted
be
you the
lying
next
now,
day. Are
Candy.
you mad at me? Because I saw that you unfollowed me. I saw that I was blocked on WhatsApp, text messages, and I was removed from the group chat. Now,
Ooh.
I actually respected that level of pettiness because I was like, that is funny.
That's super petty.
Funny. I saw Candy
But
removed me
why?
from the group chat. I was like, all right, I respect that level.
Dang, bruh. She ain't had to do all that to him. He didn't even do nothing. Like, oh Lord, what in the world, Candy? Let's
Full of pettiness.
very petty.
Candy, what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
How did we get to this?
So from the conversation that we had, we were discussing a group trip. And from what Jason shared with me, I felt as if he would not be interested in being in the group trip. So there's no need to be a part of the group chat, which is what we talk about. So that is why he was removed. But
why'd you block him
I
from
don't
your
have
text?
an issue with you. You're not blocked. You can text me right now. You're not blocked.
Because you just unblocked him. Sitting there, didn't you? Yeah, Don't, just lying.
All right.
So you said you texted her, "Are you mad at me?"
Maybe I'm telling tales out of school. I won't go too far into how I ascertained whether or not I was blocked.
Here she goes sipping the tea again. Why? Dang, you didn't even talk to me.
It did appear from my perception that I was blocked across multiple platforms, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe
Nah,
maybe,
you right, bro.
You know, something happened. You know how these phones be sometimes.
You right,
or
brother.
how
You
the-
probably
I
right.
don't know. My phone always works.
Okay, right.
Oh,
So
I
you-
think try to start
Y'all
something.
got to tell me because my phone always works.
I'm with Arlette because I can tell if I'm blocked by somebody. It don't just mistakenly block me. Okay, somebody has to go in there and block you. Okay,
You're blocked.
exactly. I'm with Arlette. Nah, bro. You don't just all of a sudden just get blocked out of nowhere. The person has to go in there and do it. So she blocked you, bro.
So did you not get a reply when you sent a text? Is that what happened?
I got the little exclamation mark, like it won't go through.
Mm.
And then you guys reached out about doing this, and I wanted to kind of clear the air with her. So I tried to send a message on Instagram, and that didn't go through. So I was like, okay.
Look shocked.
But
You know you
maybe-
blocked him. Stop. Don't look shocked over here. You blocked him.
Trying to look all innocent.
Don't lie. Tell the truth.
multiple platforms went down at the same time immediately following that conversation.
Candy, let me
Who's to say?
find out you just unblocked him because of this. Is that what happened?
Yes. Yes.
God.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Is that what happened, Candy?
Thank you,
With
Arlette.
this call.
Finally, Arlette just being petty like we are. Yes, Arlette, that's exactly what just happened. She just unblocked him because of that.
Because we're trying to know. He said he was blocked. He sent you a few messages that didn't go through. Did you just recently unblock him?
No, you're not blocked. I don't know if it's your service. I don't know.
It's not his service. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help.
But you're not blocked. I don't
Okay.
have a
So what was
reason.
the last conversation you guys had then?
Right. Yeah, what was the
That
last
conversation
conversation?
I described the day after she left, where I had indicated that maybe we should start from a place of friendship.
Okay.
And
She go sipping.
we left it at that. And I feel like during that conversation, I did not give her a fair hearing. And I thought that was why perhaps there was the reaction there was the day before, because she actually caught me off guard during that conversation. Candy cut me off if you don't want me to talk about any of this, but she
Talk about it, bro.
she had indicated, so are you making the decision for us? And that gave me pause because I had to think about it, and I was just really, I can be quite decisive, and I don't want to make the decision for two people, but I don't know any other way other than to express how I feel, and then if how I feel is going to lead to an incongruity between how we think we should go forward, then I suppose it's me making the decision, but I was kind of at a loss, and actually reflected on that in the days following that, and I was like, maybe we're just different. Maybe I didn't take the time to get to know her enough in this particular way to truly understand where she was coming from. And I said during the show, I look inward first, and I really do. And so I started thinking, damn, what did I jump the gun here a little bit? So I do apologize to Candy to the extent that I did for that.
Maybe he didn't, because he wasn't getting that vibe, right? He wasn't getting like, I want you like you want me, type thing. And he was like, maybe we should just be friends first, see where it goes from there. And I'm guessing maybe that's not what she wanted in a way. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what she wanted. Maybe she wanted money. I don't know. And then she ghosted him. She blocked him on every single platform. Like, God, the amount of pettiness is crazy.
That and to the extent that she did block me, not saying you did,
She
I
did.
would say that would be a reasonable reaction.
Because she was mad.
Especially if
It's not.
If, your perception of how things went was different from mine from that conversation. So
All
I
right.
appreciate the fact that I'm unblocked or never was, depending on how we look at it. And yes,
You were
internet, I
blocked.
know I'm talking too much.
You were blocked, bro. So
Okay. So, I mean, okay, you guys decided, or Jason, you said, we're going to be friends, and that was it? never again spoke again after that?
Correct.
But why? If you're going to be friends, shouldn't the conversation continue?
Right.
Well, that's what I thought.
My thoughts
But,
exactly too.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Okay, let's hear from Candi. Candi,
Yeah,
let's hear
Candi.
from you.
Feel like I'm there too.
So initially I felt that we had a good time throughout the weekend, and I could understand that we were moving at different paces.
Trying to
I
get her
do
lie
feel,
together.
and it's something that I brought up to Jason, I'm very transparent. I felt as if the fact that he brought me out, had a good time, the fact that I did not engage in certain activities, that
What I said earlier. He wanted her to bust it wide open. But she wasn't feeling him like that to bust it wide open. You know what I'm saying? It was that too. I ain't gonna lie. That's where he was faulty at. I ain't gonna lie. That's what he wanted, but she wasn't feeling him like that. You know. He wanted her all over him, but because he wanted to be all over her, but she didn't want to be all over him because she wanted to move slow. All right, now me sticking up for Candi. Oh Lord, we're gonna find out still who wrong and right.
he decided, okay, let's just be friends. So, that was something for me. I am not that type of girl, and he shared with me that he felt as if one of his concerns was that I was too wholesome.
That true, bro. Come
to
on.
each his own. That's
All
how you
right.
feel. But I am a woman of standard, and
Are you? You can't. Never mind.
I make decisions that are best for me. And so in the conversation that we had, I expressed that.
So
And ultimately, that's why I initially felt that's why he said what he said and made the decision that he made for us.
maybe a little selfish. At the end
The
of the day,
conversation wasn't necessarily about how I feel. It was, I've thought about this, and this is what it is. So
both y'all a little selfish.
yeah, that's kind of how it went. And feeling the way that I felt, I didn't know if this was a friendship that I could engage in or continue. From my perspective of things. So yeah, we haven't really had a conversation since then, but I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue. I just feel like we were on different pages, and that's why in the episode, I believe I was speaking to Demetrius, but communication is so important because you never know what the other person is thinking, how they're perceiving things. So it is important to express how you feel and be very clear on what your intentions are. So.
Okay.
Maybe, but you still blocked them.
So in the moment when these activities were brought up or discussed, whatever it was,
We know
I'm
what
not
it
sure,
is, Arlette.
you expressed to him like, oh, I move at a slower pace. This is something I'm not going to do. And then what happened? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
happened?
We're just confused how you guys had a great trip and then now you're not talking.
Right.
I just want to clear the air, so the activity
Please.
was nothing too nefarious. All right, there was on the last night I asked if I could have a goodnight kiss, and I was rebuffed. So that wasn't. We're not talking about
Okay. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you clearing that up. You couldn't even kiss the man. Come on now.
She don't want him. That's why she didn't want to kiss him.
And that just goes to show she didn't want him like that. Couldn't even kiss the dude. Like, Like, come on now, really? No good night kiss. I thought he wanted her to bust it wide open, but he just wanted to kiss. Come on now.
Something more indiscreet than that.
Okay.
But
which is understandable. I mean, technically, it's like what they spent a couple of days together, right?
Okay, but she could have just kissed him on the cheek.
I mean, but I get what he was saying. As you know, thought you were gonna be feeling me. You know, there's a certain vibe you get if you like a person and you know they like you. It's that vibe of, oh, I do want to kiss you, type thing. Because you know, you'd be like, oh, can I kiss you? You know,
No.
can I get a kiss?
No.
You know, and then because you just know they want to kiss you too, and whatever. And he didn't. So he went in, he asked for the kiss, and it didn't happen. Like he said, he wasn't feeling that vibe from her. And you're right, she don't like him. She like his money.
I told you.
I had indicated that I think she might be too wholesome, and we had a discussion about our sort of spiritual backgrounds and so forth, and I understood where she was coming from.
She that wholesome to not give me a kiss.
That wasn't something that was an issue for me, and she assured me that she is somebody that is adventurous in terms of, when I say wholesome, I'm talking about, can you have adventure? Are you somebody that we can have fun with? We can do things that involve risk, stuff like that, because I'm a very adventurous person. And she sort of assured me that, she's right there with me. So I was hoping that a friendship could ensue from that, and communication would have definitely been helpful to make sure that we were on the same page with what we were both thinking about, because I don't want anything projected onto me or my intentions being misunderstood in any way.
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
all right,
Jason.
Well, any final thoughts
for clearing
between
that
the two
up,
of you? I know you guys haven't spoken in a while.
Because she blocked him.
But
she
any
said
final
she
thoughts?
didn't.
She did. And then she gonna laugh and smile.
Okay.
Get out of here, Candy.
I'm still confused here, and I know people are gonna be like, "What are these two even talking about?"
Right. Me too, Arlette. Or should I say us too, Arlette? You confused?
Yeah.
Me too. Because if all he wanted was a kiss, why the heck you block him? After he said, let's just be friends, because he wasn't feeling the vibe from you. Why you block him, though? Because he just wanted a kiss.
Still kiss on the cheek.
Right. They leaving out some.
But not the butt cheeks.
Maybe they leaving out some.
I don't know what you guys are even talking about. But any projects you guys are working on, anything you've been look out, you want to discuss, whatever it is.
He a lawyer, so. And Candy, I don't know what she's doing.
No, I have a children's YouTube channel, Candy's Clubhouse. Check it out.
That's so awesome.
I read. I do read alouds for children, so obviously virtual, electronically. So yeah, I love the babies. So check it out.
Of course we will. Jason, what about you?
I'm just doing my law thing. So if you got me too, you can of course hit me up, and happy to take a look at it if you're within my practice area. Also, people were hitting me up after the show. People visited my Instagram and they noticed that I do I try to do these photorealistic drawings, pencil drawings. And I'm always looking for new inspiration for that. And some people express some interest in that. So if you do have an interest in having me draw something or something like that, I need an original photograph. All right. An original photograph that nobody else has. All right. You can DM that and I can draw inspiration from that. And then we can discuss about composition and things like that. If
Jason,
that's something you're interested in, but
I'm gonna have to hit you up,
kind
bro.
of a hobby, but I appreciate you asking, Arlette.
Okay, Jay.
Okay. So now, after this catch up, are you guys gonna talk, or it's just that's the end of it? That's the end of Jason and Candy.
That sounds like the end of Jason and Candy.
I don't know if we have closure, so I'll probably reach out. And
it's definitely not closure.
In hearing from me, then it won't be the end of the story. And if she's not, I perfectly understand. And I wish her the best in all her future endeavors. She's a beautiful woman, amazing in many respects, and who she was on camera is exactly who she was in person. So I very much appreciate the time that we spent together. If that is the end of the road, and if not, I look forward to what the future holds.
She's not interested in hearing from you, bro, because she blocked you.
You answering his call?
Are you, Candi? Are you?
I'll answer his call.
No, she not.
Oh my goodness!
I answer his call.
I can't.
All right, guys. I'm confused all the time with this.
I'm confused with you, Jason. I don't know
We
what's going on.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That's my problem there.
You're not alone. I'm confused with you. I'm sitting here wondering what's going on. But honestly, I wish you two the best of luck in everything you do. And I do thank you for coming on today as well. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
You're welcome, Arlette. All right. Oh, Lord. I'm confused with you. Okay? We all confused, Arlette. We don't know what's going on with Jason and Candi. But, guys, if you're confused, let us know down in the comments. If you can make some sort of idea or come to some sort of, I don't even know. If you could figure out what's going on between those two, let us know down in the comments as well. Leave a comment, please. Let us know what you think. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can keep chilling with the Crockett's. Peace out, y'all.